This is the Effing One Podcast, Australia's only Formula One podcast with Adam and Luke.
G'day and welcome to Effing One Podcast, Australia's only dedicated Formula One podcast. Have we bothered to check that out, Luke?
No.
Good. That's the way we like it. Breaking news straight off the bat on this mildly amusing and unanimously disappointing little Aussie podcast. Liberty Media, the owners of Formula One, have changed their marketing branding to "Are you not entertained yet?" Quite possibly the most exciting race we've ever seen. I can't think. Can you think of a better race or more action-packed? Top of your head? I can't. No, that was crazy. There was shit going down everywhere. Absolutely everywhere. Impossible to know where to look. It was 2 hours of madness, the likes of which we may never see again. And wouldn't it be great to see it every week?
That'd be nice.
Wouldn't that be if this was the norm?
Yeah.
The tech side of Formula One went out the window and we were left with drivers slipping, sliding all over the place, just trying not to crash. There was so much action, it was actually impossible, even for Liberty Media TV, to miss the action. That's how much action there was. Liberty Media tried to miss it by crossing to the wrong camera angles numerous times, still caught action. They must have been fuming up in the box.
Damn them.
So let's get into this. Let's go head first, pants down into the German Grand Prix. Sorry, Luke. It's been a big day for you.
It has.
Are you okay?
I'm all right. I'm doing well.
Yeah.
Pants are up now.
Good.
After I've gone head first, pants down into German Grand Prix.
Wow.
Das ist good.
Das ist awesome, sure.
Das ist ubergut.
That's three
Tres?
amazing ones in a that's
1, 2, 3.
drei. There's like 5 of the last 6 races have been good. The last 3 have been awesome.
Yeah. It was just a French Grand Prix. Typical French. Dull
Yeah.
motherfuckers.
Yeah.
So it was moist,
That's what Formula One needs more of.
sodden,
Moist.
wetter than a spastic's chin.
Yes.
Spins, crashes, the fastest pit stop ever with Red Bull, the slowest pit stop ever with Lewis Hamilton.
Oh,
Dry tyres, soggy socks. Now, truth be told, I put some money on the race.
did you?
As soon as it was forecasted, it was raining. Like, as soon as I saw, I'm like, okay, this is going to be a wet race.
Yeah.
I put some money on some things.
Did you? How do those things go?
I put money on 3 things.
Uh-huh.
So, Nico Hülkenberg to win. Nico Hülkenberg to podium. It was like 300 to 1.
Wow, you must have been fuming.
Oh, that stupid Kraut motherfucker. Why would you...
What? His first
And even
ever
a podium would have been easily on the cards for him.
Oh, absolutely.
Because I know what Nico's like in the rain. Nico is a god in the rain. He got his first pole position in intermediate wet conditions.
Yep.
And the guy just drove phenomenally well until the last corner kind of caught him.
And home
Charlotte
Grand Prix, he's very good on this track.
Yep. And
Everything was going well.
But to save, it was pittance. I didn't put a lot of money on it.
What were the odds?
But the podium was like 30 to 1 to podium.
Nice.
And the race was like 300 to 1.
Jesus.
And I put some money on Max Verstappen to get the fastest lap.
To be a dickhead? Can you do that? Can you bet on someone to be a douchebag?
You get no odds on that.
No odds on that.
It's just guaranteed dickhead.
It's a payout straight away.
Yeah.
You walk up
I
and they
put
go,
$10 in.
congratulations, here's your $10 back. Yes, he's a dickhead.
Yep. You won. How'd you predict that? I've got insider information.
Yes.
So yeah, Hülkenberg to win, Hülkenberg to podium, Max to do fast lap. Thankfully, Max got my money back on the pittance I put in.
Nice.
And 3 people very good in the rain. Max, because Lewis has won, I think, 8 out of the last 9 wet Grand Prix.
I thought it was 9 of the last 10, but I could be wrong. Okay.
Could be 9 of the last 10.
Could be. I think this is the...
He also would have won 8 of the last 9 as well.
Yeah, that's true.
Not counting in the 10th
Yeah, so
one.
it's not a stretch. No. It's not. You're not going out on a limb.
It was 9.
Yeah.
9 out of 10. It also was 8 out of 9. It was also 5 out of the last 6.
True. Yeah, that's a good point. Yeah.
In the last 2 wet Grand Prix, he's won 50% of them.
Correct. 50% of the time, he wins a wreck Grand Prix.
Every time. So it was a great Formula One race.
It was crazy. It was absolutely crazy. So in light of that, something that we used to do, which we stopped doing because due to people telling us, please don't do that ever again, commentating the highlights package, we're going to do it, and we don't care if no one downloads this podcast anymore, because we think it'd be just for shits and giggles.
Yeah.
It's going to be hilarious to commentate the highlights of the 2019 German Grand Prix.
So what you need to do, go to your Computertron.
Yeah.
If you have one. Go to YouTube.
Go to YouTube.
Check out the 2019 German Grand Prix race highlights. And listen to our soothing voices.
And watch and just enjoy shitting hit the fan. Let's do this. Let's shit. Let's throw it. And we're live at the Grand Prix, German Grand Prix, and we're off and racing. It's Hamilton. And look at Max is gone.
Max has gone backwards. He's got a lot of wheel spin. Look at that spray.
Gee,
You can't see
Can't
shit.
see anything. It's crazy. Oh, there goes someone. Oh, it's Bottas. Oh, he screwed up.
There's water everywhere.
Someone's off already.
You can only see 3 cars. That's Kimi Räikkönen, Lewis Hamilton, and Valtteri Bottas.
Kimi Räikkönen's in third. Max is in fourth. Oh, there's a Haas. There's a Haas in fifth. Someone else has gone off. Oh, this is ridiculous.
Wet. They're wagging their tail all over the place.
Oh, Jesus.
Going on to lap 2. Behind Sebastian Vettel.
Can't see a bloody
see the
thing.
right-hand side? That was Sergio Perez. He's in the wall.
Perez crashed out. The
The
first
man
victim.
who normally steals a podium at any opportunity when this happens, and he is out of the race.
Tried to correct it, couldn't. Just careered off into
Safety
the
car
wall.
came out. Now the restart of the safety car.
Look at those cars. They're just flying everywhere. Look how sensitive they are. They're about to just fly off. And there goes Kimi.
Raikkonen just cuts off.
Beautiful work. Taking
Charles
the
Leclerc
Haas.
going, you can get fucked. Oh, no, that was Vettel. I probably tell him to get fucked as well.
Yeah, nice. Lap 19. Oh, there's another car off. Carlos Sainz.
He did well. He spun at the last corner, but he pulled reverse. No one else pulled reverse.
No.
Hulkenberg, when he crashed, which we'll see shortly, he then, when you play a video game and you're against the wall and you think,
Yeah.
I'll just keep pushing the accelerator and I'll get off the wall.
Yeah.
In comes Sebastian Vettel, puts these soft tyres on.
Slick tyres. But it's
Very,
still
very
raining. It's
quick
very
pit stop.
wet. Don't do it.
3.8 second pit stop. And
Yeah, wow.
So pit lane's wet, very wet.
Very wet down there. Lap 26. And another car
Max
goes
Verstappen
off. Max on the mediums. What's he doing on the mediums? That's the wrong tyre choice.
I don't know why you'd put on mediums.
Why? Well, that's what happened to Hamilton. And Hamilton's like, nah, this is the wrong tyre choice, man.
Yeah, just go
what am I
softs.
doing?
So one time, the good thing about this kind of Grand Prix is that, wet weather and all this stuff. Oh, Lando Norris.
There goes someone else. It's just mayhem.
He's
It's
done.
bedlam.
And then there's a
And
Force India in the background.
And there's a yellow flag.
So that would have been
Yes.
Stroll.
That's right. Yeah, well, Stroll led the race for like 7 laps.
Yep. Oh, Leclerc's in the
Oh,
wall.
Leclerc
Oh, shit.
from 10th. He was coming first. And now look.
He's 5th. He's in the wall.
Look at his face. Look at his
He's
little
punching himself.
monogas face.
Safety car.
Look at him just overcorrecting, slipping. That's this. Everyone crashed on this corner.
Yeah.
Nobody got out of that corner
No.
alive. Like a sheet of ice once you get off that.
Yeah, there's a drag strip there.
Yeah.
So once water
Bang.
gets on that drag strip, there is
Literally.
no grip. And Lewis crashed at the exact same corner while there was an
Unbelievable.
under safety car.
Unbelievable.
And he damaged his front wing.
Oh, here we go. Cue the Benny Hill music, please.
here comes
the pit stop of the
world's
century.
longest pit stop. He brushed the wall, somehow didn't
Unbelievable.
break anything other than the wing. And then he's just gone across the track, missing the bollard, so he got a penalty for that.
What a fucking schmozzle. Oh,
And
they
then
didn't show the pit
they
stop.
didn't show-
That's a
it's
shame.
too long.
It was a minute long.
A lot of the highlights package would have been just that pit stop.
Yeah, the dudes were just running around with tyres going, where does this go? I don't know. What is it? I don't know. You tell me. I don't know. Okay, back to the race. Verstappen. Hulkenberg's in second place. This is where your bet's coming good, Luke. This is where you're licking your lips and rubbing your hands together.
Yep, so out of the race so far, there's Perez, Ricciardo, Norris, and
Oh,
and
no.
then there. Look at it. He's doing the video game thing.
Fucking
He's pressed up
Hulkenberg.
against the wall,
It just keeps...
and he just keeps his foot in it, and he just
Too much
drives
PlayStation.
along the
Too much
wall.
PlayStation 4 for you, Hulkenberg. Get off the
Bit of a
PlayStation.
spin.
Oh, locks up.
spin.
Oh,
Does
powerless.
well. I'll just keep driving it against the
Get
wall.
deeper and deeper
I'll
into the
be
gravel
good.
trap. And
In-
here we go. What's
In
going on
comes
here?
the racing point of Lance Stroll,
Lance.
the sole racing point left. They put the hard
slicks.
tyres on.
See, this race celebrated and rewarded people that would take risks and do crazy
Magnussen
stuff.
was taking risks. Stroll was taking risks.
Just chuck some
Kvyat
different
took
tyres
some
on.
risks.
I mean, so many pit stops. The winner, Max Verstappen, had 5 pit stops.
A great move from Carlos Sainz doing the under-over on a couple of them. They don't know what... Gasly, what the fuck's going on with him?
Gasly and Bottas.
Is Gasly
Did they even race in this race?
They crashed.
Unbelievable. I mean, those two have got to go.
Yeah.
I'm sorry, but Bottas and Gasly,
Bring Mark Webber back.
they're on borrowed time. Bring anyone back. Bring Yuji Ide back.
Whoa,
Get
whoa,
UJ
whoa,
in there.
Whoa.
Get him in there. He's fine. Get Villeneuve.
Sebastian Vettel makes a lovely move on Alexander Albon.
He's just playing it sensible, isn't he, Sebastian? At the start at
Very
20th.
German.
Very German.
See, when you have races like this with a lot of rain, where everyone's starting to pit, coming in for their dry tyres,
Yeah.
this is where Kvyat and Stroll jumped everyone.
Rolled the dice. Yep. Do you reckon they could have run out of tyres? They had like 7 pit stops
Yeah.
for Lewis.
There was
Do they have
70
7 set of tyres?
74 pit stops.
How many set of tyres have they got ready to go?
I think they got 3 or 4 wet tyres. So they started on wets and they went on a couple of intermediates. And I think they only ran 2 sets of dry tyres.
Yep. There goes Kvyat.
Kvyat on Stroll. Stroll made a little bit of a mistake.
Yep.
And
There's
there's
Bottas. Oh,
crashing into the wall.
Useless.
Just
Look at
a
that.
little bit on the wet part and spun and into the wall.
Bottas, you useless piece.
And
Oh,
then Toto
Toto.
Wolff.
Toto's banging shit.
I think he
He's
said fuck.
turning the motorhome upside down.
Fuck. No, Valtteri. What the fuck are you doing, you stupid cunt?
Oh, meanwhile,
Sebastian
Verstappen.
Vettel.
Sorry, Vettel
Yeah.
is a couple of
Chews
Ferrari
up,
fans.
goes under Stroll with 2 laps to go.
He kind of went incognito this race, didn't he? Very low key, Sebastian,
Under the
but
radar.
very much so. But it worked out, and Kvyat. I mean, what's going on?
Yep, that's
How
where
good is he driving?
Gasly just ran into the back of Albon.
Oh, Gasly.
Sparks flying off his car. He's fucked his car.
He's
He's getting
not
angry,
good,
but
isn't he?
you didn't make a realistic attempt.
Yeah.
Albon didn't jink that hard.
It's not Gasly's fault. We like Gasly. You know whose fault it is? His minder.
handler.
Bloody minder. Hopeless. Oh, he's got the wing.
He wouldn't give you confidence. He doesn't want you to talk.
No.
You let Gasly be himself.
Can't
let him be his own man.
can't
Let
express
him
himself.
express himself.
No, we
in
wouldn't do it.
interpretive dance.
There goes Vettel and takes Kvyat.
Kvyat, very easy. Kvyat had a child the night before.
He did too. That's a nice little present. A podium
child.
finish. Gee, well,
Max
that's
Verstappen through the last corner. Checkered flag waves. Everyone goes
Takes
a
the
little
win.
bit spastic. So the interesting thing about this is when you have a dry Grand Prix that's very easy to predict and easy to understand.
Yep.
It's a Mercedes domination fest. But when there's a little bit of you need to think off your feet. You need to sort of be a little bit loose with things.
Yep. Take away when you add some rain into the mix, you take away that technological advantage.
Rain and
from a team.
safety cars.
It's a great leveler.
Yep.
Absolutely. Rain, safety cars. Suddenly you're talking about instinctual driving. Drivers going, oh no, that doesn't feel right. And the pit will have to listen to the driver.
That's it.
It's great. So, look, we're going to get into this.
Do you know who didn't listen to the driver? Mercedes.
Well, yeah. I mean, that was just
And
stupid.
Alexander Albon had never driven a Formula One car in the wet. And he said that they're asking me, how does the car feel? And he's like, what tyres do you want to go? And he's like, I don't know, guys. You tell me.
Yeah, this is the first time I've done this, so why are you asking me again?
But like, you've got a lot of racing experience. I'm sure you can go, you know what? I think
Wouldn't be that dissimilar to a Formula 2 car.
Formula 2.
Surely.
All the other junior categories, there's going to be a delta time of when you're going from a wetter tyre to a dry tyre. So go by feel, you look, all right, I think we can go now.
Yep.
So Daniel Ricciardo said he was going to do his press, but he was in his dressing room and he just kept watching the Grand Prix just as he thought he wanted to leave it.
But what happened to Danny his car blew up?
Yeah, they didn't show that in the highlights because it wasn't a highlight. He had an exhaust failure.
That wasn't not even a highlight. This race had so many highlights, they had to cut out a lot of good highlights.
Yeah.
It was ridiculous. There was so much going on.
And with the Ferraris in qualifying, they screwed up. They
of course.
I think it was an intercooler issue with Sebastian and some kind of fuel pump issue with Leclerc.
Yep. As
so
a result, Sebastian was from 20th starting, and then Leclerc was 10th.
Yes.
Is that right?
So Leclerc got into Q3.
But gee, didn't they do great in the race?
phenomenal.
for the first time.
Well, Leclerc crashed. And
Just need a bit of rain. Ferrari
Yeah.
just need a bit of rain. I mean, yeah, they crashed,
Yeah.
but they did really well for a short period of time.
so Sergio Perez, Daniel Ricciardo, Lando Norris, Charles Leclerc, Nico Hülkenberg, and Valtteri Bottas did not finish.
And side note, Kubica gets a point.
Yeah,
Robert Kubica.
Robert Kubica driving with his mouth, remember?
Yep.
He had an unfortunate meat tenderizing incident that injured his left hand.
But
So he was driving by his
Makes
teeth.
a lovely Polish sausage, though.
Oh, sensational.
Very nice.
And the two Alfa Romeos had a start line infringement. So what happened was they measure from when the driver puts his foot on the accelerator to there's a torque. So to when the engine responds, they have I think it's 6 milliseconds or something. It's like quite small. There shouldn't be that much of a gap
Yep.
between. I think it's 60 milliseconds. So there shouldn't be that much of a gap between throttle acceleration and actual acceleration. But both the Alfa Romeos had, I think it was 200 milliseconds for Raikkonen. So there was a significant delay. Well, significant enough
Yeah.
delay. To us, 200 milliseconds is fuck all.
Mm.
But in regards to... So they think that having the torque not kick in when it should, that it's a use of traction control. So they were reducing the wheel spin by limiting the torque of it.
Right.
So that's why they got effectively a drive-through penalty, which is a jump start infringement.
Yep.
So that's why both of the Alfa Romeos were knocked back. And then we had Robert Kubica, Lewis Hamilton got promoted. So Lewis got 2 points and Robert Kubica got the only point, the only time he's finished ahead of George Russell.
Amazing. And there were a lot of midfield drivers that finished that race looking disappointed, even though they got a good haul of points, because they realised the opportunity was there to get a podium.
A big points haul as well.
Such a leveler of a race with the rain. This is a chance for people like Nico Hülkenberg, Charles Leclerc, all the middle guys, Norris, Gasly, all these guys could have had a chance to be on the podium, and they didn't. They screwed it.
Yeah, so I thought Magnussen, because he took a fair few risks with his tyre strategy. It's interesting that Williams didn't split their tyre strategy. They both kind of stayed on the same tyre as the other driver.
Yeah.
When you saw, Lance Stroll and Kvyat come in to sort of get on the hards, get on the slick tyres quicker, I thought, like, why don't, they were running in the top 10 beforehand.
Is it because they saw Magnussen come in first, didn't work, and they went, wrong tyre.
Yeah,
Let's not do that.
Magnussen got away.
But you got to roll the dice. You're Williams.
Yeah.
You're rubbish.
So the podium was Max Verstappen, Sebastian Vettel, Daniel Kvyat, Lance Stroll, fourth.
That's amazing. Kvyat, Stroll, third and fourth.
That's it.
Wow.
Sainz, Albon, Grosjean, Magnussen, Hamilton, and Kubica.
Kubica.
Yeah.
Good on him.
And Max Verstappen got the fastest lap. Max Verstappen got the fastest pit stop with a 1.88 second
Jeez,
world record.
That's amazing.
And he also got driver of the day.
Yeah. Oh,
So
fair enough.
Clean sweep for him.
Yeah, fair enough. He drove very well. Obviously with conditions like this, there's an element of luck as well. I mean, you've got to take the right opportunities. You've got to be bold. You've got to, you've got to be in the right place at the right time. There's all that stuff. So people that were pretty unlucky, I mean, so many people spun in that same court. Hulkenberg, incredibly unlucky. Leclerc, I mean, Hamilton.
Signs reversed out of there.
Signs. Dan with his engine blowing up. I mean, what he must be wondering what he could have got himself into. I mean, just so many opportunities, but so funny to watch.
Oh,
you
great.
couldn't look away.
Yeah,
I was kind of hoping that there might be a lap or two and nothing happened, so I could just regain myself and go
back to bed.
What exactly is happening now?
Because normally you watch a little bit and then you'll drift off.
Well, look, I'm putting the kids to bed. I'm making them dinner.
You're an adult.
Yeah, come 12:30 at night, I'm starting to nod off.
Yeah,
so
yeah.
if it's a French Grand Prix,
Oh,
I'm gone.
Yeah.
I'm out. But that,
as soon as the French national anthem starts, you're out.
I'm sleeping. Yeah, and that race was ridiculous. I just couldn't sleep.
Yeah.
I just could not look. I could not look away. Anyway, look, very entertaining. Very entertaining. So what
I've got an idea.
Yes.
To make F1 great again, to make there was 74 pit stops.
74 pit stops.
Yep. So I have an idea. Why don't we have, they're thinking about bringing refueling in for 2020. Bring refueling in, but make the fuel tanks really small.
Ah, brilliant.
So you're going to have to pit,
every
8 laps.
5
laps.
5 laps.
5 laps.
Let's make it 5.
5 laps.
Yeah.
You can only run 5 laps and then bang, you come in.
The fuel tank only holds 5 laps of fuel?
Yeah.
Brilliant.
Yep.
Brilliant.
That's it. So more pit stops.
Yep.
More chances for Mercedes fuck-uppery.
Yep. Teams like Williams, who are traditionally very good at pit stops, very fast at pit stops, have a chance to be back in the race now.
It's a team thing. So, 5 laps, you have to pit.
Because pit stops, it's awesome. And, if you get rain into that equation again, you'd have every lap to be coming in.
See, if they just take our, everyone has water balloons and they just bombard the track at a certain point, they all get a text message on their phone at track like, all right, ready?
Perfect.
So throwing the water balloons.
2, 1. It's like seeing a medieval.
Remember 300?
Yes.
That movie where all those arrows just come over and black out the sky?
That's what you'd see. But it'd be colourful.
Oh,
Colourful
it'd be
balloons.
beautiful.
Yeah. And the drivers would go, oh no.
Here it comes.
This is bad. It's not the Romans. Oh no. It's the water balloons.
Yeah.
And imagine that.
Yeah. And you'd also film the crowd as they chuck it in because there's going to be a couple of fuckwits that can't throw. So they're just getting themselves wet or they're throwing them at each other.
Yeah. So it goes from perfectly dry, they're on slicks, to completely saturated because 100,000 people have thrown a water balloon on the track. And it's game on, baby.
There's water balloons going in.
It's water balloon set.
They're going in radiators. They're going in brake ducts. There's going to be some
in the
failures.
visors.
Yeah.
Oh, man. And then they're having to pit because they're on slicks. And they're like, what do we do now? Intermediates? I don't know. How long is this water balloon thing going to keep going? Is it gonna...
I've had another idea. What if...
You're an ideas man, Luke.
What if...
You need to slow down with those ideas, Einstein.
These water balloons are filled with paint.
Like the colour run. Like...
So, as you throw it over and it gets on the driver's visor...
Oh, nice.
Then they can't see for a period of time. And then they'll take a tear off, so they're not going to die.
No.
But it just spices, like on a straight or something.
There is elements of acid in it, so it can chew through the visor and the car.
It burns off their clothes.
Yeah, yes. That's a bit extreme.
That is silly.
Speaking of Einstein, I do have to very quickly mention, before we do anything else,
This is why I have so many ideas.
You're an ideas man.
Because of my outfit.
Correct. This is why. It's tradition here at F1 Podcast, Luke. We must get dressed up in the traditional outfit, the native costumes of the featured race, out of respect for the country. And these outfits are nothing but respectful.
It's probably the only one where we've actually been decently respectful.
That is true. Normally, there's an element of... Risqueness. Yeah, it can be a bit cheap. Risqueness. There's a lot of gayness around here.
Gayness?
A lot of gayness. So you, sir, are dressed as the man who published more than 300 scientific papers on the 1921...
302, actually. He lost 2.
Did he?
Yeah.
Oh, bugger. In that hair. The 1921 Nobel Prize in Physics for his service to theoretical physics and quantum theory. You, sir, are Albert Einstein, sir. Einstein, sir. So that's why you're a genius today, because you look like a genius. You are Albert Einstein. I am dressed as the child prodigy, born in Salzburg, 1791. I was a genius at the age of 5. On the keyboard, the violin, composed at the age of 5. I am the prolific, influential composer of the classical era, Wolfgang Amadeus Mozart. I thank you.
Amadeus.
Amadeus. It's weird that we're sitting in your lounge room with this outfit on.
No. I feel very, when you're not here, wearing the Einstein outfit.
Fair enough.
I just sit in the corner and think, and producer Pete looks at me and goes, what the fuck is he thinking?
What's he thinking
I need another idea to make F1 great again.
Yeah, nailed it.
Yeah.
What do you think, Pete? How do we look? We look all right?
Thanks for the input, Pete.
He's just laughing. You can't even see.
Yeah.
It's his idea. He picks the outfits.
He makes them.
He makes them?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
He stitches them.
He does it all by himself?
Yeah.
I thought he had some help. That's
no.
okay.
Well, we can't talk about them because they're
not paid up to national standards.
They're under the stairs.
Under the stairs.
It's a sweatshop.
Yeah, fair enough. So, did you want to speak more about the race?
Hey, I had another idea.
Yeah.
How to fix sweatshops. Air conditioning.
Brilliant.
See?
Brilliant.
I'm here for.
That's less sweaty in there now, guys.
Yeah. It's not a sweatshop. It's just a shop.
Stop complaining, all right?
Yeah, it's still child labour.
Yeah, but it's less sweaty.
But
Stop your bitching and whining.
yeah. Why do my shoes still cost $100?
Yeah, there's air conditioning now. Come on. That adds a couple of bucks to each pair of shoes, though, that air conditioning cost.
That's
That is going to
fine.
make things more expensive. Did you want to talk more about the race, or you want to go straight into... Because it looks like you've got... no, we've got more to talk about.
We've got a lot to talk about.
Yeah, because I have to mention that on this podcast today, we have got... Yes, that's right. 4-time world champion, Sebastian Vettel. We're going to chat to him.
Sure do.
Unbelievable.
Yep.
For a little Aussie podcast, Luke, how do we secure the big names?
Such a scoop.
It's a scoop, baby. We've got lots of awards to hand out. We're going to talk about the big news for the proposed Monaco of the Gold Coast GP, the big 2020 push for Australia, for Australasia to host another Formula One Grand Prix.
Yep.
Melbourne's just been locked in, so we are now proposing the Nerang Grand Prix being the Grand Prix of Australasia. Some breaking news on that very shortly. You've got some great news there, Albert Einstein. You've always got lots of wonderful stuff happening. Dan Watch
Dan Watch.
coming up. We're going to find out what the Mr. Personality of Formula One's been up to. We're going to preview Hungary. We're going to check in with Kimi Räikkönen, 2 world champions on the one podcast. How's that even possible?
Is that on any other podcast?
I don't think so.
I don't think so.
No. What else? News, predictions, and we might throw in one last thing at the end. Fuck one, marry one, kill one. Any chance we play that?
Oh, of course we can.
Alrighty. Good. Excellent. Moving on. Team wrap.
Team wrap.
Do we do a little team wrap?
We can do a team wrap.
If you want to. I mean, there's so much in that race that it's hard to even dissect anything.
We can wrap it.
Right.
So who do you want to start with?
Well, let's start with...
Let's start at the top of the
yeah,
championship?
sure.
Or do you want to... All right, we'll go Mercedes.
Okay.
Not a great Grand Prix for Mercedes in
No.
their home Grand Prix. Netflix was actually filming...
in the garage.
In garage.
Yes.
Yeah, so that was
Maybe not
that'd
the-
be an interesting episode.
True, but I think maybe it would have been better to be in the Huss.
Oh, yeah. I think...
Gunter.
I think with Gunter's popularity is we are going to have just a camera fixed on him at all times.
There should be a Netflix camera in the Huss garage all the time.
I believe
And
that
have one
Netflix
other one to sort of...
have just signed an agreement with Gunter, and there's just going to be a Netflix special called Gunter.
Just swearing.
Yeah, so there's F1, there'll be that documentary series that comes out next year, but then there'll also be
Love it.
Gunter.
Gunter, where he just swears at Grosjean
yeah.
and Magnussen.
Yeah,
Yeah.
he just cussing at everyone. Yeah, he wouldn't be happy. Again,
They ran into each other again.
they did.
Gee, lucky they got away with it. I mean, how many times did these two idiots have to run into each other? Gunter, he must be just... I mean, he's fiery at the
You
best of
can't
times.
keep the same drivers.
That's
But I think no matter whoever they pair Magnussen up with, if they're close or around a sort of similar talent, like they're both,
ordinary.
They're both at the same track at the same time, so clearly they're evenly matched. Even though Magnussen seems to score more points and Grosjean seems to fuck up a little bit more, there is that. They're on track. They are making wheel-to-wheel contact, and I don't think Grosjean can keep his seat. I don't think Haas can sort of justify keeping the same driver lineup.
They're talking about having to find a seat for people like Ocon. There's an automatic seat that surely must be coming up
There's a good seat
for
there.
2020.
Who else would you put in the seat? Haas.
I'd kick Bottas out of Formula One totally. I wouldn't even give him another look
You
in.
put Ocon in at Mercedes?
I would,
Yeah.
if it were me. If I was Toto.
I just don't know who they've got. I'd love to see put American, and I'd love to see put
That'd be
either
good.
Alexander Rossi or Joseph Newgarden to put them in.
That'd be fun. I think that's something they should aim for.
Yeah, support your local talent, and they are good enough, both those boys.
Yeah, and to get into the American market, it'd be nice to get
You're an American
driver.
team, support your drivers. I know Gunter's not too keen on it. He thinks there's no American drivers that are up to standard, but I call bullshit on that. So we were talking about Mercedes.
Yes.
Before we talked about Netflix. So Mercedes, I think it was 125 years of racing, or 125 years of most.
yeah.
I don't know.
Yep.
It's a long fucking time. And they're all dressed up to the nines, all sort of being all nostalgic and But as we said before in the race highlights, that you have this, when you have a Grand Prix that's not structured like they normally would. You know, Germans are very structured. They know how things go. They know their procedures. But when you get a bit of rain, that's when you get these random podiums by Racing Point or Toro Rosso. You know, Max Verstappen probably didn't have a great qualifying. Probably could have got pole position. They were pretty strong all weekend. And yeah, Ferrari fucked up.
Yeah.
Bottas spun, crashed.
Bottas couldn't even get past.
Couldn't get.
He
Wasn't
behind.
getting close.
No, he sat behind
Max,
but not only Max. He sat behind Lance Stroll forever. Couldn't get past.
A Racing Point.
Couldn't get past. What's going on? That's ridiculous.
So I think once you get too close, you'll start to have that aero loss, and you need to stay on that racing line. And I think that's what happened. He got a little bit too close to the car in front. It washed him out a little bit to that wet section. When you have your loaded tyre on the outside of the car going around the corner, you're going to spin and crash. Lewis Hamilton spun at the exact same corner as well. He spun at turn 1, and he was fine. Didn't break anything, didn't damage anything. He spun at the last corner, and he crashed, broke a wing, but he still kept going. So Lewis was feeling sick. He must have had some kind of flu, or he was a little bit off, you can tell.
Yep.
But still got a couple of points. That would have been a really tough race to drive when you're
not
not
feeling
feeling
great.
100%.
Oh, geez.
There was actually they had Ocon on standby just in case.
Is that right?
Yeah. And I just wondered, it would be cool to just imagine if he stepped in and won a race.
Imagine that. What do you do?
Fuck.
Well, you just kick Bottas out. You just go, sorry, Bottas.
Yeah.
Sorry, mate. I'm really sorry about this.
Ferrari.
Yeah, so Ferrari
had a chance to win the race.
Qualified terribly, had a chance to win the race with two drivers. Well, Charles was perfect scenario with the safety car, pitted, was in a great position, and then, we know what happened.
Put it in the wall.
Like everyone else did.
And then he cursed himself. And then he cursed the drag strip. I'm like, dude, if you just stay on the track, you don't have to worry about what's off track.
Yeah.
Maybe we should just have everyone agreed on Twitter that we should have quicksand instead of gravel traps. And then where we don't have quicksand, we have a bit of an ice skating rink like the drag strip.
I love that. That's a great idea. Ice skating rink just before the quicksand. Yep. At every track. So it punishes any time
they slide and sink.
Slide out of control and then sink to their death.
Yeah.
every track. I think that's brilliant.
You have to get out quick.
Yeah, pretty fast.
And then marshals just throw a rope.
to get you out. Rope. Yeah, and you just pull yourself out. Yeah. It's genius.
Yeah, so Ferrari, great drive by Sebastian from 20th to 2nd.
Kind of went unnoticed, didn't it? He just sort of, chipped away. Nothing crazy for him.
I think in the first lap he made up 5 places. He did really well. Then we'll go to Red Bull Racing, the winners of the Grand Prix, Max Verstappen. Yep. Pierre Gasly fucked up.
Oh, as usual,
and ran into the back of Albon moved to cover him, but it was kind of at the same time. But it wasn't like a harsh jerk at the steering wheel from Albon.
I think the steward said it was nothing to be.
It was nothing.
No,
I like it. The stewards just don't say anything anymore.
It's good.
It's like, fuck this.
They seem to have taken a huge 180, haven't they?
Oh,
compared
massively.
to what they did early on in the season, where it was over officiated. Now it's like, you know what? We've learned our lesson. Let's let them go.
Canada,
whatever. Just let them.
Shit show. Yeah.
And then with the Max win, with the whole driving Charles off the track from that point onwards, it's been like just let them go.
Yep.
Let them go, fellas.
Let the boys have their play.
I like it.
So great result for Red Bull. A lot of Dutch supporters at the German Grand Prix as well. A lot of orange.
Yep.
Again, big turnout for the McLaren fans.
Love it.
Speaking of the next team, is
McLaren. Great
Lando
job.
Norris didn't finish the race. I don't think he'd driven a race car, a Formula One car, in the wet. So I think also, who are the other rookies? Russell,
Albon.
And Kubica hasn't driven one for 8 years.
Yeah.
So that was one of my concerns when we get a wet Grand Prix, because there'd be a lot of corrections when you drive in the wet. But the man got a point, finished out of his teammate. Did good, made a little bit of a mistake, and
great job.
with I think a handful of laps to go, and Kubica got past him. Yeah, unfortunate for Lando. I don't think he crashed. I think he must have had an issue. I think it was an engine issue,
Yeah.
a Renault issue. Toro Rosso, podium.
Wow, amazing.
Daniel Kvyat
First podium since Sebastian won. Is that
in 2008.
Yes.
Italian Grand Prix. One from pole.
amazing?
Great.
Amazing race for Kvyat, considering what he's been through, how many times he's been fired, demoted
Yeah.
with Red Bull.
Kicked, scratched.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
Dragged over the coals. And then he can come out and do that. He's matured a lot, I think.
He has
seems
matured
to
a
have-
lot, and it was
he's
very
calmed down.
opportunistic of Toro Rosso. He inherited Stroll's position when Stroll made a little bit of a mistake, and he got past him. Sebastian Vettel actually made a mistake on the last lap, and Kvyat nearly got around him there.
Wow, that'd have been stunning.
Yeah, but great finish for both drivers in the points. Good points haul for them in the Constructors' Championship. They're now up
Certainly,
to 42 points,
certainly
fifth
driving like a-
ahead of Renault.
That's very impressive.
One race
That's
has
amazing.
jumped Renault.
That's
Renault got
great.
no points.
Speaking of Renault, what a disaster.
It was
Daniel's car blows up. The
shit.
Renault engine. I mean, he wasn't in a good position anyway.
So that Renault engine was his engine one for the year. So that was
Yeah.
the one that I'm guessing would have been in for Melbourne. I think they were thinking because it's raining, we don't need a lot of high power. We can kind of take it easy. We'll
Still needed to work though, fellas.
Still needs to finish the
work.
race.
Yeah.
That's apparently was an exhaust issue.
Surely they could have taken a new engine and it wouldn't have damaged it too much if it's in the wet. You wouldn't be putting too much stress on it to take a new engine. Yeah.
And it's a fair point. You could probably take a brand new engine, take an engine penalty in a wet race, and things going to pan
not get
out.
punished.
Yeah, because if you start at the back, you could finish second.
Yep.
That's the thing. I think you need to take risks, and a lot of teams did that with their strategy. Didn't pay off for some, but it certainly did pay off for a few. So Renault, Hulkenberg,
Heartbreaking.
great drive, really controlled under in the wet conditions, and unfortunately made a mistake into the last corner. Went over the drag strip, or is it the second last corner? I think it's the second last corner that leads. It's a double right-hander. Then crashed into the wall. Then decided to video game car it against the wall, thinking that it was going to bounce off at some stage.
Oh, man.
Just put your foot in it and drive by braille.
Yeah. You could just see his little heart breaking.
Oh.
But he kept on accelerating, hoping. No, it's not working. You're getting deeper.
Yeah.
The back tyres are getting deeper.
Yeah.
His chance to pick up a podium.
Maybe he thought it was quicksand and he just needed to
Maybe he
try and get
did.
it to a safe spot.
But what a disaster.
Racing Point, fourth place for Lance Stroll. Perez
Amazing.
crashed was it lap 1 or lap 2? Lap 1?
Yes.
Perez
crashed
had a
into
crash.
Yep.
There's a lot of people forgetting that Racing Point's Racing Point. It's not Force India anymore.
No.
And same with Alpha.
I
A lot of
made
people
that
saying
mistake.
Sauber.
Yeah, I say that all the time. I always do it.
Yeah. So get with it, people.
Yeah.
Adam,
Sorry.
you're doing all right.
Copy that. Thanks, mate. But Lance
We're
Stroll.
not journalists.
Yeah, it's not our job, mate. This is just shits and giggles.
This
Come
is
on.
mainly shits.
Mostly shits. Few giggles.
Haas, they tried a lot of things for Magnussen. They put him on tyres. I think Magnussen was on the radio going, "Yep, let's try it.
Yep.
Let's try it." And I think he has that more risk taking than Romain Grosjean on.
Yep.
And,
Good on him.
But yeah, very entertaining. And then we have Alpha. They had that start line infringement.
Gee, Kimi was fast at the start, wasn't he?
Kimi did a great job.
Really fast.
Helps when you've got traction control.
Yeah.
In the wet. It's not a firm traction control. It was just a torque delay. But yeah, they certainly benefited off the line. Max spun his wheels like buggery, and yeah, Kimi did well.
Really
But
well.
unfortunately, their penalties meant they got no points to show for it. And the team that scored a point,
Drive of the day.
Williams.
Team of the day.
driving with his teeth.
Unbelievable.
Yep. Robert Kubica.
Robert Kubica.
1 point.
Who would have thought?
We were talking
Who
in the
would have
preview,
thought
like, are they going to score a point? Something really has to fuck up.
And it did.
That's what we got.
Gee, I wonder what the odds were for that to happen. Oh. Man, you would have made a small fortune,
Yep.
Luke.
I would have bought a
little-
new house.
Bloody hell, mate. It was crazy. It was an amazing race, and I hope we get more of them. I can't wait. Let's just, toughest gig in the world right now, Hungary, to live up to that.
Oh,
To go back, on the back of that, it's only going to go badly.
It could be good.
Ooh, I hope so. You never know. Hopefully that rain patch.
Not a lot of overtaking in Hungary, but there is a chance of some moisture.
That's nice. Let's look at the championship breakdown.
Championship breakdown for drivers?
Yes, please.
Well, Lewis Hamilton, 225 points. He extended his lead because Valtteri got fuck all. 184 to Valtteri.
The big missed opportunity, Valtteri Bottas. How did Hamilton extend the World Championship lead in that race? And he suffered, the worst race.
He's in pits for a minute.
Bottas, come on, mate. Grow a pair. Anyway.
That's a shame. Max Verstappen leapfrogs. Look, he's 162 points.
He leapfrogged Bottas.
He's only 22. No, he's behind Bottas. Bottas 184. Max Verstappen 162. Sebastian Vettel 141. Charles Leclerc 120. Pierre Gasly 55.
55, Pierre Gasly.
And he's being chased down by Carlos Sainz, who's on 48 points.
Oh, go Carlos.
Yeah, that's what I'm rooting for.
Yeah, I'd love to see
one of the
McLaren,
the other teams to beat
a Renault beat a Honda engine. That'd be fantastic. What about the Turd Championship, Luke? That's the championship that celebrates the worst drivers on the grid.
We had a big shake-up this weekend.
Yeah.
Because Kubica scored a point.
Where does that put him now? Because he was firmly on the bottom.
Firmly. So the top three, the Kubica's still in the lead. But
he's getting better.
He's still on 137. He didn't change because he scored a point.
Yep.
So it's very impressive from Williams.
Nice. Very nice.
Went through the Turd Championship without a point.
Yep.
That's impressive. Grosjean is still second ahead of Russell.
Ooh.
Yeah, Russell only got one negative point. So he's on 106. Grosjean is on 115 still. Because the top three in the Turd Championship didn't change. Because there's a whole bunch of other fuckwits that didn't finish the race.
Yep.
So Perez was the negative 25. He got a race Turd Championship win.
Oh, well done, sir.
He jumped a fair few places. Went from 31 points to 56 points.
Oh, I love the Turd Championship.
Now he is equal with Kvyat.
I love it. Celebrating the worst drivers on the grid. About time. Bloody hell. That's what we do. We think outside the box, the Turd box. What about now the awards that you're handing out for the Green Award, the Least Carbon Footprint Award?
Least Carbon Footprint. Well, it's going to Renault.
Kind of Renault.
2 retirements in the Grand Prix. 1 mechanical, 1 drove against a wall.
Well deserved.
Who gets the Green Award? Thank you, Renault, for being very forward-thinking and lowering your carbon footprint.
Well done. It's always like Tesla's driving in the Grand Prix, isn't it? With Renault in that race. Well done. The biggest waste of time award, the UGE Day Award.
Wow, who wasted your time on that weekend, in your opinion?
I would say it would be a toss-up between... Oh, no, it's a downright win for Bottas.
Bottas?
I reckon.
Yep, I'm giving it to Bottas.
Considering the machinery, considering the lack of overtaking and the opportunities that he had, come on.
He could have scored a good chunk of points to shrink that gap. Even if he finished 4th, he still shrunk.
Just to make this Formula One championship a spectacle again. I mean, there's a chance to really peg it back and make it interesting. He could have taken a good chunk out of Hamilton, 18 points?
Wasting everyone's time. Valtteri Bottas.
Bloody Bottas. The UGE Day Awards, speaking of...
This is tough. We had a lot of people driving shit.
We
had Perez. It was very wet for Perez.
Yep.
So he spun and crashed. Max spun. Lewis spun. Sebastian ran wide, didn't crash. Leclerc crashed. Hülkenberg crashed. Sainz spun. Fuck it. I think everyone spun. I think we can just go...
Everybody spun.
Lando Norris didn't spin.
Is that right?
Because he had an engine issue. But I'm pretty sure everyone fucked up at some point.
They did, didn't they?
But for crashing in a great position, I'm not giving it to Leclerc. But the fact that you crash and then you just bag it up, put your foot in it and just drive down the wall thinking it's going to bounce off it. Nico Hulkenberg.
Nico. Oh, Nico, we love you, but ouch.
Damage
That's
off. Let's just drive against the wall.
PlayStation 4 damage off mode. That's how you want to drive.
That's how I do it.
But what about making Formula One great? Again, the Formula One Great Award, I should say. Who made Formula One great out there?
Wow. I'm going to thank global warming
Yeah.
because it was bloody hot
Yeah.
on the Friday.
Yeah.
I think it was 40 degrees or something.
Yeah.
It was stupid.
Yep.
A lot of passed out red-faced Germans. But then it rained. And that rain is attributed from global warming.
The
so I'm giving
extremes.
the Effing One Podcast Award for making Formula One greater.
Warming.
Global warming. So thank you to all the coal-burning...
The savior of Formula One, global warming. It's gonna make racing in the future so much more exciting. I mean, you'll be halfway through a race and a tornado will come through. There'll be a bushfire followed by a tsunami and a storm, and then perfect weather at the end of the race.
Global warming.
They'll have to have more than 3 tyres. They'll have to have all these other.
Well, they're pitting every 5 laps.
Yeah.
Under our regulations.
Tornado tyres.
What will stick us to the road? Put the tornadoes
Put the tornado tyres on quickly. Quickly.
Why is there a cow on the track? That was a tornado.
Perfect. Not a yellow flag.
Yeah.
It's a yellow daisy cow. What's a yellow daisy cow doing there? Quickly. Anyway, that's a really good idea. Good on you. Good on you, the environment.
Thank you, global warming.
Thank you, global warming. What about the Pastor Maldonado Award for dangerous driving? It's pretty. It's hard to be. There wasn't a lot of dangerous driving. It was just a lot of spinning and out of control driving.
Yeah, there's not. You can't really blame anyone for being something.
And even if you were ridiculously stupid, you would be camouflaged by the fact that the wet weather would disguise.
I'll give it to Gasly.
Yeah. Oh, totally. Running at the back of who's running at the back of?
Albon.
Yeah. He's really struggling, isn't he, Gasly?
Yeah.
Kvyat, switcheroo halfway through
No.
after the break.
Maybe.
Gee.
The missile.
It happened to Kvyat. Could go the other way.
Yeah.
Why not? The Lickett and Senate Award for the best overtaking manoeuvre.
Oh. How do you choose?
A lot of overtaking.
And it was all pretty standard. There were, I think a lot of, like, Sebastian's lap 1 was pretty good. Lined things up well. But there was no sort of side by side that I can think of that comes to mind that go, yep, that's it was all pretty standard overtaking in the race.
Yep.
Nothing side by side, fast corners.
Nothing really exciting there.
No. So we'll
Just
keep that one.
We'll keep that one in the bag. We'll get 2 out next time. We'll
Yeah.
give away 2 next time.
If there's 2 great moves in the Hungarian Grand Prix, which Hungary doesn't really have. Turn 1, good opportunity. Turn 3, I think they call it turn 3 or turn 2. I think there was a kink in there, but I think it might be turn 2. So turn 1, 2 of their best opportunities to make good overtaking moves.
Luke, we have to Skype your very good pal.
Oh, Sebastian.
Sebastian Vettel, 4-time world champion, right here on Effing One Podcast, Luke. We've got a 4-time world champion on standby on the Skype line.
Yep.
Let's hook up with him and see... well, he'd love to hook up with you. And see where he is right now, what he's doing.
Hey guys, hi, it's me, Sebastian Vettel, 4-time world champion.
Hi, Sebastian.
Hi guys, hi.
Welcome to the podcast.
Is that your look?
That's me.
I can hardly see you. Get closer
Sorry.
to the camera.
How's this? Is this better?
Yeah, sure.
It's nice and close.
Oh,
for you?
Jesus, look, you got the beard.
I've got a beard, yeah.
Oh,
Didn't you know that?
Have you always had the beard?
I only send you dick pics, so it's very rare you see my face.
Yeah, I know.
I normally do the Skype with just my cock in front of the camera.
True, because what's the manscaping upstairs is different to the downstairs.
Yeah.
So I'm not used to seeing the face. I normally see the little boys.
This is my face.
Yeah, sure. Unusual.
Very unusual.
Yeah. I like the other face. I like the boys, the little fellas
boys?
downstairs. Yeah,
Yeah.
sure. Oh my God, what a race!
So you went from 20th to 2nd.
I know.
How was it?
Look, it was crazy. That first lap was crazy.
Could you hear the crowd cheering?
Cheering Max Verstappen. And I would say, fuck off, this is my home race.
No, when you were making overtakes on, to get onto the podium with Lance Stroll and then the overtake you made on Kvyat, the stadium section went absolutely
Was
mental.
they cheering for me?
For you.
I thought they were cheering for und Maxi.
I mean, you were down the
boys.
other end when you made the overtakes. There's not a lot of crowd down there.
no.
But what we could hear through the TV effects...
Sure, whatever. I was just fantastic, wasn't I?
You were very good.
Thank you, Luke. I was really great. I was driving fast. I was overtaking, and I like the wet weather.
So how were you
like it
feeling
moist.
after qualifying?
I like it moist.
Moist? Sodden?
Sometimes a bit stinky, sure.
So after qualifying?
Yeah. Talk to me.
You didn't
Look,
qualify.
Talk to me.
You didn't qualify. You had an interval
No, that's
issue.
right. No, we had the typical Ferrari bullshit and issues. So I was right at the back.
How did you feel after that?
I was disappointed, but I tell you now, Luke, to tell you the truth, I was quite excited with the fact that the rain was there. The global warming was really setting.
Oh, you know about global warming?
I love it. Oh, it's fantastic for the race.
We were just talking about that.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. I don't know, but you know what I'd like to see? Tornadoes. In the race. I think that'd be fantastic.
Of course.
But this was big help for me because I could, make my way through the field and just keep my head over and just really focus on the arse of the drivers in front. Really focus.
You saw everyone's ass from the back there.
I tell you what,
Who has the best ass?
there's some lovely asses out there, Luke. I'm going to be honest with you. Daniel Ricciardo, he's got a great ass.
He's got good hips.
Yeah,
I hear they don't lie either.
No, he's just firm but fair. Just want to grab it.
He works out.
Yeah.
Who's got the worst ass in Formula One?
A
in your
Bottas.
opinion?
A Bottas.
Bottas?
Jesus Christ. That Bottas is horrible. Not nice at all. But I was very good. So
were.
now I'm just in the motorhome. Can you see me in the motorhome?
Yep.
Yeah, and
You've got a marker in your hand.
I've just been changing the on the door says Charles Leclerc, number 1 driver. I put number in the text. I put number 2. So naughty. And now I'm in his. This is his motorhome.
What are you going to do?
It's like
You're going to
bigger.
short sheet his bed?
I'm going to piss in it. I'm going to piss in the bed and I'm going to masturbate everywhere. So whatever you do, look, don't bring the blue CSI light in here because this thing's going to glow like a fucking Christmas tree.
Thanks for your time, Sebastian. We'll see you next week.
Bye, look. Oh, well.
What? He's going to make a mess of that fucking
He's
room.
going to make a mess of that. That's ridiculous. Yeah. I can't believe they let him in there.
Oh,
Gee, Charles
Sebastian
is gonna
Vettel
be-
let him everywhere.
But Charles is the kind of guy that won't be that disappointed. Well, he'll be angry, but then he'll be like apologetic.
There should be more pranks. Maybe if any F1 drivers are listening to this, could you put maybe some honey in your teammate's helmet?
Do that.
Just do something weird. Put some hair.
Something.
Put it
yeah.
in their race jacket so it gets all itchy.
Yeah, itchy. Yep.
Let's have some pranks.
What about if someone's being interviewed on air?
Take a shit in their car.
Oh, brilliant.
Just leave a big stinking
Just-
nard in there.
Oh, you don't know where it is.
And they go and sit in the car and feel it.
Oh, for the whole ride, 2
Oh,
hours.
I think
They're trying to find it while they're driving.
Yeah. And then
Yeah.
you can go, you shat in the car, man. You're the only one in there.
Over the radio, you go, this is, g'day. Hey, Hulkenberg, it's Dan here. You probably realise that your car stinks a bit. Yeah, that's right. I did take your shit in it. You're getting warmer. That's it.
Put in their gloves. They put their gloves on.
Oh, no.
Shit fingers.
Brilliant.
Shit under your fingernails.
Oh, that'd be a total Dan Ricciardo thing, wouldn't it?
I think we need to get some
We need
drivers into pranking.
Well, Dan is the instigator of pranks.
He is the personality.
Like, he's the dick flick.
Dick flick, need more sack wax.
People are getting interviewed. He'll come along and just give them a little tallywhacker and then run away.
There needs to be more of that.
More of that hijinks.
Yep.
And Dan's the man. So Dan is, he chats to us regularly and, we'll get him onto more pranks. What do you think?
Sounds good.
Good idea. Moving on, we need to do, take a look at the next track.
Hungarian Grand Prix.
Because it's happening practice is happening right now.
The practice is
Literally happening right now.
Yeah, it's
Is that right?
18 minutes into the second session.
18 minutes. Can we get an update? There's no point because, by the time we drop this bad boy,
It'll be
it's
run and done.
Exactly.
Maybe we could interview. Maybe we could commentate a bit of it.
Could do.
Just commentate everything.
Good to that.
Yeah.
Just keep live
Just stand
streaming.
there and just
go live.
This is what's happening.
Yeah.
Oh, he's turned right.
So this track at Mogyord, the traditional village in the Pest county in Hungary. Population 5,000, that little town.
It's tiny.
5,000. Not very many at all. We should chuck you in the...
What would be the infrastructure be like as soon as the F1 circus turns up? All the fans that rock up. There's probably only like 2 restaurants.
Man.
5,000. That's not many people.
It's not. A lot of goulash in Hungary, isn't it? It's
Yeah.
a lot of goulash. Just mobile goulash vans everywhere. And mobile shitters. Portaloos everywhere. We're going to chuck you in. You don't know this, Luke, but we're going to do this to you now. We're going to throw you in the PlayStation 4 for Luke's lap around this track of Hungary. And we're going to throw you in the Huss car.
Ah, the Hassholes.
Yep.
Jack and Jones is the sponsor. I can tell it's on my Halo.
Jack and Jones, synonymous for ramming into each other. So let's see if you can't just find another Huss to run into.
Yeah.
Good luck out there, big fella. And talk us
shit.
through have you got damage off?
Everything has to be off.
And you've also got, I can see you got the preferred driving line on, which helps you. That's great, Luke. That's
Look at that
really
run
There
onto
we
the
go.
main straight. I
Looking
think I
good.
can use DRS.
Looking
There it
good,
is.
Luke.
Flip it open.
Got some new soft tyres on.
New Pirellis.
Very nice.
Braking hard into turn 1. This is one of Daniel Ricciardo's great overtaking moves.
It still holds the record around this track.
Does he? Oh,
I know, unbelievable.
I don't think that's true.
Oh, it's true.
Go down to
trust
turn
me.
2. I'll get it nice. Late
That's
apex.
nice.
Into turn 3, the fast right-hander. That's where I think it was Damon Hill had his issue when he could have won for arrows and he had some kind of technical glitch on the last lap.
See, not traditionally a very good track for overtaking.
No. It's like a little go-kart track. It's a lot of fun. It's like a track of like Monaco's side.
Oh, Luke's lost it, and there's not even any rain.
That was looking so good too.
Oh no, he's doing Hulkenberg. Oh, he's
No,
just
I'm
trying to
reversing
accelerate
now.
through
I'm
it,
doing the Carlos Sainz move.
ripping up. Lucky you got the damage.
So what
off.
happened in the chicane over the back of the circuit? My rear tyres hit it a bit too hard.
Yeah, that was
and
pretty bad.
I just rotated, but the rest of the lap was pretty decent at that point.
Take it easy.
Hey, I was pretty happy with it.
Oh,
Fuck me!
it's gone again.
How did that happen?
Take it easy, Hulkenberg. This is ridiculous.
Drives by Braille.
Wow.
I mean, my first sector, good. The rest of it, shit house.
Wowzers. Not great. This is a track. That
I'm going to blame the track.
Yeah,
I mean,
well,
I'm gonna
you could
blame
lose
the
this track
Haas.
easily. We could lose this and not have. This could be replaced by the Australasian Grand Prix
No,
of
I'm
Nuremberg.
keeping Hungary. I fucking love this race.
You do?
Yes. Mark Webber
it's
won
so
here.
boring.
Ricardo won here.
well, actually-
Jenson Button won his first race here when it was raining.
We'll get rid of French first. To get the French
There you
Grand Prix
go.
first. That was pretty bad.
That's
Wow,
me.
that was horrible.
That started so well. I was in a
did.
good rhythm, and then I
it
just
really
fucked
did.
It up.
It did start well, but ended so very badly. Wowzers.
That was shit.
Yeah. So previous winner of this Grand Prix must have been Hamilton.
It was Hamilton.
Hmm.
He won it quite convincingly.
Yep.
17 seconds ahead of Sebastian Vettel, and Raikkonen in third. Ricardo fourth. Bottas fifth. A minute behind. A minute exactly.
Wow. The tyres, what are they going to bring to this
So they're
track?
bringing the C2, C3, and C4 tyres.
Yep.
So the 3 middle range tyres for the weekend. The first race was 1986. There's 70 laps of the Hungaro Ring. It's 4.381 kilometres
Wow.
long. Not as long as the Nuremberg Grand Prix circuit.
That's 7, isn't it? Over
7.22.
Yep.
And the lap record, which you thought was held by Daniel Ricciardo.
It's not?
It's held by Michael Schumacher.
This is bullshit.
It was 1 minute, 19.071.
I'll beg to differ.
2004.
2004.
Yep. That was
Gee.
his last world championship.
Yeah, there you go.
This was the race where he wrapped it up. He wrapped up the championship with like 5 races to go.
That's crazy.
Ridiculous.
What about the weather?
Weather. So
There's going to be rain, isn't there?
there is going to be rain on Saturday.
But not Sunday.
There is. It says thunderstorms around. So I'm not
Ooh.
sure exactly what that means.
Oh.
So they're around. I don't know if they're hanging around. I don't know if they're actually going to come over the circuit, or if they're just hanging around.
Just chilling out.
Yeah.
So we may get rain on Sunday, but definitely get rain on Saturday.
Rain on Saturday, possibility on Sunday. So today is turning cloudy and a thunderstorm.
Yep.
Saturday is a shower and thunderstorm around. And Sunday is a thunderstorm in the area.
Wow.
So I think it's just a bunch of clouds hanging around for the weekend.
Yep. So a track that you think that maybe Red Bull might be quite strong at?
Red Bull will be good at, for sure.
A lot of corners.
Yep.
They
Most
do like.
tracks do.
Yeah. Well, this one has a lot of.
We've got corners in
We've
this
got lots
one.
of corners in this one.
Yeah, so traditionally, because it's very tight, twisty,
Yep.
heavily downforced, it's not a lot of long straights.
Mm.
So Red Bull is kind of in their territory. But they didn't do, you look at Monaco, Lewis is pretty strong there. So you can never discount Lewis. But at the moment, we are in P2.
You can definitely discount Bottas.
We can discount
we can agree on
Gasly,
that.
even though he's quickest
And
at the
Gasly.
moment, ahead of Verstappen, Hamilton, Bottas, Ricardo.
Ricardo's
in
turned up
fifth.
for.
Yeah.
I mean, this is live practice at the moment.
Yeah.
But of course, by the time we drop this podcast, this will be all over.
That's
indicating
saying there is
rain.
rain.
That means rain's coming. I like this. This is exciting.
Let's start that.
If we could have every single race from now on with rain, not just for a portion of the
Bring
the
the
race,
water
the
balloons.
whole race.
Everyone just bring your own water balloons and huck them on the circuit.
Absolutely, that's exactly what we need. And what about the times of the race? Luke, what time can we be expecting to watch this one?
Well, you can expect it the exact same time as the previous
Same as
4
Germany.
or 5 Grand Prix. Same as Germany,
Exactly
same as
the same.
Austria, same as Britain, same as France.
So they don't have very many time zones.
No.
Well,
not-
Europe's pretty small.
Yeah, but I think Hungary is technically in a different time zone, but they've adjusted
Adjusted it.
so it's at the optimum time for every. They don't want an hour earlier for New York.
No.
They don't want that at all. So your race times are, it's 10 past the hour unless you're in Tehran. We don't have a lot of listeners from Tehran.
It's a surprise.
I know, we do talk about them a lot.
Yeah.
Australia Eastern Standard Time is 10 past 11 Sunday evening. West Coast and Singapore, West Coast of Australia and Singapore, 10 past 9. New Zealand, Fiji, 1:10 a.m. Monday morning. West Coast of United States, 6:10 a.m. East Coast of the United States, 9:10 a.m. Lisbon, UK, 10 past 2. Amsterdam, Sweden, Cairo, 10 past 3. Bangkok and the Maldives, 10 past 8 in the PM. Reykjavik, 10 past 1 in the afternoon. Galapagos, 7:10 a.m. Honolulu,
Lovely spot.
great spot to watch a race. Shit of a time, 3:10 a.m. Lima, Peru, 10 past 8 a.m. Sunday morning. It's a nice way to start the
Yeah,
day
it's nice, isn't
in
it?
Peru.
Yeah. Milk the late llamas.
Goats.
Goats, llama things. Those tall ones. The tall ones that look like goats but really big.
Yeah, the llama farmer.
And then head on to the with a bowl of fresh warm milk to watch the Grand Prix.
Buenos Aires, 10 past 10 Sunday morning. Moscow, 4:10 p.m.
There you go.
Alexander Albon's walking around. Get in the car, you weirdo.
Yes. Just a quick update, Luke, from the most exciting of the 2020 tracks. The GP of Australasia, we're now calling it. The Little Battlers
Are we still going
GP.
for 2020?
We're still going for 2020.
okay.
I know it seems late. It does seem a bit
Albon
late.
hit the grass and crashed. That's what happened.
Yes, he did. This is going to be really distracting because this is not going to mean anything when we listen back to
No.
it. We're going to be like, well, that happened 3 days ago. That was fun. Albon just span off. Oh, dear. Oh, geez, he absolutely ate shit there. He absolutely ate shit. Anyway.
Back to the podcast.
Back to the podcast. It's fun watching, though, isn't it? Fun watching Formula One.
I think
just
Pete
love
shit
it.
himself.
Yeah.
Can you smell that?
Producer Pete. He's on the nose. The Monaco of the Gold Coast, Luke. Very important update because finally, the track that we have filmed is now up and posted.
It's on YouTube.
Instagram. It's on YouTube.
Yep.
It's on Facebook. It's circulating and it's getting a lot of downloads, a lot of hits.
And the great segue between something smells like shit is Nerang actually smells quite bad.
It's one of the biggest
I think it's Nerang River. It's just very stagnant.
sewage filtration systems in the southern hemisphere is in Nerang.
Yeah.
And some of the biggest amount of illegal drugs and cheapest drugs are found in Nerang.
We're calling it the Monaco of the Gold Coast. Locals call it the toilet of the Gold
The
Coast.
toilet, yeah. It's the arse end of the Gold Coast. But
Great place to visit, great place for Grand Prix. Let's
you
not
went to
forget
school
that.
there? Nothing wrong with it? You went to school?
No, I turned out fine.
It is a wonderful track. We drove this track in your beautiful Hyundai i30.
Sure did.
And we had a number of camera angles. We had some falling out the side of the car. We had internal cameras on the bonnet. We had 3 cameras on the go.
3 cameras.
So check it out and take a look for yourself. This beautiful, it's got to be one of the most picturesque racetracks in the Formula One.
And we've got a nude section. We've got a drug dispensary.
Yep.
We've got
The whorehouse
great whorehouses.
right there. There are koalas. We've built a little koala ramp for safety so they can make their way over the track and not get hit by cars, but also chill out on top of the bridge and get a bird's eye view of the track and just watch.
Yeah.
Koalas
I
will
can
love that.
believe kangaroos and koalas will be watching of the wildlife ramp we're building.
Yep.
It's in between the Clark curve and the Senna curve, and that's where the overpass for wildlife will be.
Probably safe to say that most of the people watching the track will be wildlife, will be koalas and kangaroos, will be fauna.
Yeah, most of the people, they'll be drunk or
Yeah.
chasing the dragon, whatever they do.
Yeah. Because that's
But we'll be commentating it.
damn right we will be. It's going to be fantastic. So we are yet to propose this to Liberty Media, but what this does now with our packaged video, Luke, is we've got something tangible that we can send to Liberty and say,
Look at
check this out.
Check it out.
You've had Hungary, boring as bat. You had France, that was boring.
Oh,
Okay, you've had some good races. This is going to be right up there with Germany. This is the Hockenheim of the hinterland.
off track, it'll just be like an ice skating rink.
Yeah.
And then we're flying in
Yep.
a lot of quicksand.
Yes. Yes, we are. Yes, we are. It's exactly what we're going to do.
Yes, that's
Yep,
exactly.
that's exactly what we're doing. We've got quicksand.
Yeah, it's very hard to transport quicksand.
It's tricky,
It
isn't
just
it?
disappears.
How do we? I don't know what we did. How do we figure that out? Just bags,
Yeah, do it quick.
rubbish bags.
You gotta do
Quickly.
it quick.
Got to do it fast before it disappears. And we did.
Yeah.
So that's mission accomplished. So what you'll find is just a fantastic racetrack. So please jump online and have a look at it.
Check it out. Let us know if there needs to be any track adjustments. Any feedback, I won't listen to.
And sign the petition if you like the track. If you want to see the Nerang GP, the Monaco of the Gold Coast, on the 2020 calendar, just sign your name. We've got 23 signatures already. A whopping 23 locals in Nerang who would like to see it. Sure, there's been 24,000 who have signed the anti when we refuse to have this race in our backyard petition, but that's fine.
Yeah, I don't know how they got around.
I'm not sure either.
Is it your wife?
Probably. It's time for... And now it's time for... At Home with Kimi. We can't sing.
No.
What's wrong with us?
No, we never have been.
That's okay. That's okay because right now
It's not our claim to fame.
the porthole to Kimi Räikkönen, the one-time world champion. We're going to join him right now. We're going to see what he's doing, and he's at the track. It looks like he's at Hungary.
Yeah.
And he could be at the pits.
Yeah.
Let's go check out.
I'm Kimi Räikkönen. In my really nice Alfa Romeo. Got my gloves on and my helmet. Ah, Kimi, you look so good. I just kept looking at my reflection. Yeah, I look pretty good in this car. Okay, guys, what's going on here, guys? I'm getting pretty restless in this fucking car here. I'm ready to drive. Come on.
All right. The run pattern is we're going to do an installation lap and do a constant speed aero test.
Ah, you're fucking boring me, asshole. So long as you pack some fucking vodka in this car, I don't give a shit. Did you pack vodka?
Yes, the vodka is inside.
All right, I'm just gonna... Hang on, stand by. I'm just gonna test my water bottle. Hang on a second. Is that the cheap vodka? Someone put some fucking cheap vodka in here.
Yes, we had to cut back on the expensive vodka. You were
The
drinking
fuck
too
is-
much of it during the Grand Prix.
Holy fuck. you know that I can only drive when I'm highly fucking tanked on vodka. You know, if I'm not 90% vodka, I'm nothing. I drive really well when I'm drunk. Okay?
Okay.
All right.
Sorry.
I gotta take a piss. I'm gonna step out of this fucking car for a second, okay? Oh, God, there's cables and shit everywhere. Oh, this fucking halo. God, it gets in the way. Ah, fuck, I just hit my balls on the halo. God damn it. I should have taken the steering wheel off first. That probably doesn't help much. Okay. Hey, you. Tire guy. Yeah, tire guy. It's me.
What do you want?
Kimi Räikkönen. Where's the pizza?
You know, it's just out the back.
Hey! I'm Kimi Räikkönen.
I know who you are.
Don't look me in the eyes, asshole.
It's just out the back.
Don't look me in the eye. I'm Kimi fucking Räikkönen. I'm gonna punch you.
Why are you laughing? Threatening me and laughing?
Because your face looks so fucking stupid, I'm gonna punch you. Ah! Take that.
Yeah, that showed me.
Ah! Alright, now take your helmet off. My hand's hurting.
No.
My hand's hurting, asshole.
No.
Fight like a man, you bitch.
Let's go to the toilet.
Ah! Take that. I'm Kimi.
That's not even me.
Räikkönen. Ah, my hand hurts. Why am I punching your fucking helmet? I'm just gonna piss in this suit. I can't be bothered. Okay.
And that was At Home with Kimi. Whoa.
He likes to piss everywhere.
That's Kimi drinking vodka and pissing in his suit. That was really good. That was great. I'm glad we did that.
You fuck with me.
So before we go, we should probably thank your mother, Mrs. Luke.
Thanks, Mum.
For this beautiful spread. Oh, my God. What is this? What has she made for us today?
Well, she actually sent me a message to tell me what she was making this week.
And it's goulash?
Which is very rare because she never does that. She doesn't tell me.
Is it not related to goulash?
She just sends it and goes, right,
enjoy.
there it is. But this time she actually she made an effort. It was good. So there's a lot of goulash.
A lot of goulash. I can see that. It looks
lot of-
good.
A lot of meat.
Mm.
It's typical what they do.
They do a lot of meat, don't they?
Mm.
What else is there? What's that over there?
It's a good looking woman. That's what that is.
That's very nice.
She's a serving plate.
Oh,
Yeah.
that's
Don't
lovely.
you know you get serving plates like that in Hungary?
Yeah, very delicate, some lovely bone
Sebastian
china.
wouldn't like it though.
No, he's not. He has a lot of plates with your face on it, though, which is weird.
She said, time to get started on the sausages, sauerkraut, and strudel. And I corrected. I'm like, Mum, it's Hungary this
It's
weekend.
not strudel.
And then she goes, all right, there's goulash, Tolstot
Tolstot?
Kapulza,
Kapusta.
Samlol Galushka on the way.
Kapusta is sauerkraut.
Okay,
Yep.
there you go. Sauerkraut.
Mm.
And Samloy Galushka.
Yum.
Sounds,
delicious.
does it?
Yeah, whatever it is, sounds really good. Spicy? Meaty.
Yeah.
Meaty and spicy.
Bland.
Blandish.
Do you ever think of Hungary and go, ooh, the food?
No.
No.
You don't go to many Hungarian restaurants, do you? You don't see many of those peppered through the city.
No, I don't.
Like British restaurants.
Oh, no.
Yeah, it's just a fryer.
Go and see the British pub. No, it's just fucking
No.
meat and veg.
It's just bacon and eggs.
Blood pudding or
and
whatever it
blood
is.
pudding and baked beans.
Yeah.
Yeah. No. Russian?
Russian?
Restaurants? Not really. No.
Nah.
No.
Maybe in bigger cities,
Maybe.
you'll get one.
Yeah. Well, this has been fun.
Well, we need one more thing.
Oh, do we?
I'm going to recap our predictions
Oh, right.
from Germany.
Oh, cool. Yeah. Right on.
You went from a +9 to a
Yes.
+12.
Are you serious?
Yeah.
Because I was thinking on the way over today that you took a couple off me.
Yeah, no. It's not the case. I went for Giovinazzi Kvyat. Kimi Räikkönen.
What is wrong with you
So
with this?
I went with Giovinazzi and he sucks shit. And you went for Kvyat.
Ooh,
and I went for Albon.
That was a good call.
That was a very good call.
Thank you.
I did get a point with, I said Dan for qualifying and then Hulkenberg for the race. Hulkenberg went further.
Yeah.
So that's the only reason why I got a point there.
Yeah, fair enough.
But Hulkenberg did out-qualify Daniel.
He did. He's very fast.
Very good.
And it's going to be interesting to see what happens in Hungary, and it's happening now. So
we have, we can't forget this one. Fuck, marry, kill.
Oh, yeah. All right.
You need to choose your three of who I'm going to fuck one, marry one, kill one.
All right, here we go. We're going to go for fuck, marry, kill Luke, and it is Robert Kubica, Lando Norris, George Russell.
Oh.
That's an easy one. Fuck, marry, kill, go. Bang.
I am going to kill Kubica.
Why? He's just a guy with a dicky arm. Be nice.
No, it's not the arm. It's just his face.
Yeah. Yeah, you're right.
The accident didn't harm his face, but he's not a pretty man.
Tough choice now, though.
And
Norris
I like
Russell.
Russell. I'd have to fuck with those eyelashes. Closest thing you can get to a female.
Oh, God.
And you know he'll never grow facial hair, so yeah, I'll fuck George Russell, and I will marry Lando Norris because I think we'd have a good rapport, have a bit of a laugh. And
This is the worst game ever.
no, it's not. All right. Fuck, marry, kill for you.
God. Yeah.
We're gonna go with Kevin Magnussen, Sergio Perez, and Valtteri Bottas. Yeah.
Wow.
Good luck with that, champ.
That's tricky. All right. Well, I'm going to kill Bottas. That's a given. I'm going to kill him. Because he's so boring. He just bores me to tears. For no other reason. I'm going to Perez and Magnussen.
I swear you were going to kill Perez.
No, you know what? I am going to I'm going to fuck Magnussen. I'm going to.
Did you say that again?
I'm going to fuck Magnussen. I'm going to fuck him real good because
it's a power move.
It's a power move. Yeah. It's two alpha males butting heads, and I want to be the alpha male in the room. And I'm going to say, Magnussen, no. I'm doing it to you. No.
I'm on top.
Stop it.
You're the bottom.
Turn around. That's terrible. And Perez, he's probably going to take me out to some nice restaurants. He appreciates good food. I like Mexican food.
Yeah.
I prefer Mexican food to Danish food, all right?
Okay.
I've said it. I'm going to have chipolatas and tacos.
Yeah.
And we're going to live happily ever after in somewhere in the south of Spain, probably in Andalusia, in Granada. All right.
All right. You've got it all sorted.
All right, it's all sorted.
Yeah.
It's a fucking horrible game. Thanks very much for joining us today. And Luke, it's been fun.
Has.
These podcasts just get better and better. The quality of these F1 podcasts, it's no wonder.
Sky's the limit.
It's no wonder our listenership is dropping so rapidly. Can I just say that? Check us out on Facebook.
We've had more people leave the podcast than the previous Grand Prix.
That's true. That is very true. F1 Podcast, Twitter, Instagram, and the new Narang Formula 1 Grand Prix tracks there as well. Check that out.
Check it out on YouTube.
We'll be back in a couple of days with the wrap-up of this race.
Yeah.
Hungary. Let's sit back and watch the practice session, shall we?
All right.
All right.